any food, I don't think.
God damn it.
We should clarify. People know what mukbang is. It's Twitch.
Yeah.
People better know what mukbang is.
I don't know what it is.
I wonder
It's
how
food
Wizards
eating
feels about our streams as I start.
Okay.
Mukbang.
Switch our category to social eating.
Oh, no, we'll get more viewers.
IRL.
Anyway, hello everyone. Sorry for the mix-up. Thank you for showing your love and support to the other show because it is not their fault.
It's also not our fault.
No, it's just a mix-up on the scheduling side, but that's no big deal. We're here
Really,
now.
the world is just chaos. That's what it is.
We all live in chaos, and the sooner we embrace that.
Thank you. You know that it's a quality show when chat says you're live, Paul. I'm like, I know. We just are still chatting. We literally chatted the whole time we were waiting.
It's almost as if we're friends or something.
I know.
We should have started mid-game and just had like, all right, so Jimmy's rolling death saves right now. Get out of here.
No, last one, Jimmy. Come on.
Okay. Oh God.
I'm excited to play. I miss Will.
Oh yeah, you were. Were you? Yeah, you weren't here. You weren't here last time.
I was at Blizzcon.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, fine. Like, pick your new friends over us. That's...
What? Yeah. By the way, Anna, like, what was the best part of BlizzCon?
Well, the best part of BlizzCon is always that it kind of feels like a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like what the con had to offer, the cosplay this year was especially exceptional. It always is, but like I feel like this year I saw more things that I was like, what?
I'd like to go one year just because I really like Overwatch. I think it'd be fun.
If you really like Overwatch, there's a lot for you at BlizzCon right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, I should go. It'd be fun.
Jimmy, how are we not playing Overwatch all the time together?
Because my computer is broken.
Oh, that's right.
Let's play. I still play Overwatch.
Chad, let's play. My boy. Yes, my Overwatch boy.
I have my Genji Figma flexing over on my shelf.
Okay,
Ooh.
I'm done eating my candy, so we can start now.
Oh, I'm still eating
Let's play D&D.
So the last time you guys left off, you had escaped the weird, like, dome thingy that you had been stuck in the astral plane. You escaped the labyrinth, and you made it back to your ship with Biter, who Reader had grabbed and floated.
Heroically saved.
Yeah, heroically saved. Grabbed and floated and heroically saved and brought back onto the ship. And, yeah, we're back on the ship. And you also reunited with Chuck, who is on the ship doing menial tasks. Yeah.
My favorite character.
And we ended the last episode with you trying to find Chuck, who was in the bathroom.
Yeah,
with me.
I'm trying to find Chuck to beat the shit out of him. Basically.
Didn't we like publicly embarrass you or something where like the doors opened on the back?
Yes. It's almost as if like a bunch of people just keep singing happy birthday to me over and over again.
Oh, 2 people cut.
Oh, no.
We got you, Chad.
God.
Had to do it to him.
You've been pranked.
It'd be like that sometimes.
You know I had to do it to him.
That's rough. Okay, well, yeah, so what do you do when you see Chuck with Nejma and he's just like, hey, how's it going?
We're holding hands as well. We have found out that we're holding
this
hands.
little
to,
kobold hand is just like...
Saturn
clenched on
sees
yours.
this. Saturn is there seeing this.
Yeah.
It's to cover up my like super magically burned hand.
Yeah, because Nejma
has Will been just hanging out.
Yeah, Will's just been hanging out, and Nejma just like pretty much restarted the ship's engine, but with the help of her warlock patron, it just caused her hand to look like horrifically burned.
I tried to take the pizza rolls out before they were ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
A mood.
So Saturn is like right where Nejma is right now, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So Saturn says to Nejma, "Oh, cool! You found Chuck. Hand him
We're
over.
in love.
I'm going to beat him up."
We're in love, so you can't do that. I love him.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't like this. I object to this.
That's okay. Like, our love is real. It's fine.
That's great. I love you too.
I love Chuck, my kobold partner.
Am I there too? I think, right?
You're up on the main deck with Biter.
Okay, I think I just sense that Chuck is there, and I feel really like reaffirmed and made a good choice to save him. I feel like I just really feel
Yeah.
no wrong choices.
Yeah, he starts to tell you about how he tried to resurrect your father, and how it didn't
Biter?
work. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they were talking about Chuck. I was like, was Chuck trying to do that?
Oh no, Biter. I thought you're with Biter, right?
Yeah, sorry. I meant I just sensed that Chuck has returned.
Okay. So you go downstairs, and everyone's now in front of Chuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chuck, my boy, I'm so glad you came back to this ship.
Yeah, I was just a little scared, but it's fine. I just pulled the trigger too soon.
Reader turns to everyone else going like, see.
He's innocent of any crimes.
I apologize if I'm behind, but didn't he steal one of our recall stuff?
Oh, absolutely. And it took him
Yes,
back
that
to the
is
ship.
exactly why I'm trying to.
He didn't
to
steal it.
attack
He
him.
borrowed it. He's very small. It's fine.
I'm sure Chuck
back
was
now.
just going to tell the rest of the team that we're okay and let them know what's
That's
going on.
right.
Isn't
They
that
all know
right?
that you're okay. Your hand's very warm, Miss Nejma.
Yeah, I run pretty hot. It's you're
It's really
welcome.
hot. My hand's starting to hurt.
Oh, just love me through the pain.
All right.
Why
He
is
just tears start to well up in his eyes.
Oh.
Chuck is my favorite NPC you've ever invented. I don't know why. I love Chuck.
I would like to pick Chuck up because he's pretty small, right?
Yeah.
He's like,
He's very small.
I would like to like a flour sack, just like pick him up so I can stuff my hands like out of view and just be like, I love him.
Okay, yeah. His little scaly kobold head is right next to yours.
Yay. I give him a tiny smooch, very loud, on the side of his head.
He's like, wow, thank you for that smooch.
Just smooch him.
No one's ever smooched me before.
I can see why.
Our minds.
Oh my god.
Can I insight check?
Yeah,
No, you can't.
please.
I just want to. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
because
please do
I
that.
kind of thought that Nejma and I were the OTP.
Yeah. Please. Please do
Yeah,
that.
Saturn was shipping that, so.
Yeah, I got a 6 though.
Yeah, you think you don't know. You think he's a kobold.
I think that he's a kobold.
He's like, that's me.
Nejma, he's a kobold, right?
He's very, I don't. Race is. It's nothing to me. Me, free love, and stuff.
Okay.
Love and stuff.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, my first love was a rock.
Yes, it was.
Do I still have
Betrayed
the
us.
rock? I can't remember what we did with the rock.
I think
You,
we threw it away.
Yeah, you threw it
I-
away.
I thought I threatened to throw it. We got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh man, I'm feeling really bad. Can I go in the ship and find a potato or something to
Yeah.
to make
Put a face on the potato.
the face on a potato?
Yeah. Also, Chuck just starts to breathe heavily because you're squeezing him really hard. He's like,
I ease up just a little bit. I need him to be into my lies, so I can't kill him.
okay, yeah, he's believing you. Reader, when you get into the kitchen, you can choose from the sundry item of food. It's a little lower because the ship has been out here a while since you guys have been adventuring, so there's not too many nice potatoes, but you can grab kind of a wrinkly one.
I actually would prefer the hardest, worst potato because I think it'd be most rock-like.
Okay, yeah, you can find
Yeah.
a really dried one on the bottom.
Yeah, if I could maybe carve a little face in it as much as I
Mhm.
can with my robot efficiency, I
Yeah.
3D etch print it, and I
Yeah.
want to bring it back to Chuck and go, Chuck, to reward you for your bravery, we found a new friend for you, and we thought you should name him. He needs a friend. He needs a name.
Oh, my new friend is Nejma, but thank you.
Yes.
Nejma and I are going to be together forever.
Yes,
That's
we're
what she
forever.
said.
We're
Well,
together forever now.
I guess we don't need this. I just throw it against the wall.
Maybe you need it. I think you need a friend.
That is true.
Oh, poor Peter.
Is it splattered on the wall right now?
Yeah.
I would like to believe it makes a
Saturn
dent.
walks over.
Yeah, I think
and,
it's
like,
solid still.
Yeah.
takes a little. Oh, okay, never mind.
Wait, what? I mean, it's probably just like left like a splooch on the wall. Like,
Yeah, Saturn takes it, wipes it, and he's just like,
oh God.
can't let that go to waste.
Oh no.
Well, Chuck is still being held by Nejma. You don't hear anything up on the top deck other than people just setting up the ship because it's been quickly flying for quite a while now because they said that.
Nejma, how did you speed up the ship?
It was probably a button or something. I don't have to drive where I'm from. Okay, I have people who drive me. I don't know how it just happened.
I'm not sure how that answers the question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
sure
were
doesn't
there,
answer
like-
the question, my new
Chuck?
partner.
We're in love. Remember, that means you have to
Yeah,
do
but to
whatever
have
I
a
say.
healthy relationship, like, we really should communicate better, you know?
Wow, he knows a lot about relationships for a kobold.
What the
I read some self-help books while I was on that island. You know, it gets lonely and you just need to better yourself. You get it?
I don't think they've been self-helping you at all, frankly, Chuck.
It sounds like you need a friend too. You can come give us a hug.
Okay, Reader and Saturn have friends.
I mean, is that you asking in game?
Saturn's like, read him.
Yeah.
Drag him.
Oh no.
Yeah, so like he'll like reach into his like grass skirt and pull out a small book that just says like the Sociopath's Guide to Self-Love. And just like hand it over to Saturn.
I think Reader's trying to like lean over on Saturn to do that friendly like lean on the shoulder
Yeah.
thing and just hoping that Saturn's cool with it.
Look, if Nejma is happy, then great. Let's let her have her
Yes.
dalliance.
So happy right now with my
You know,
Chuck.
this infatuation. We'll let her just, live in that. And
Yeah, live in the
We-
moment.
we three will just continue to be, a functional family while she, does her thing, I guess.
Aw.
I need you to support me in my love.
What,
Okay.
what type of love are we talking here, Nejma? Are we talking familia or
It's very it's private, Reader. Please stop. Put it in your book of crimes that you're being a nosy hoe. Like,
If you have children with Chuck,
multiple
I will
crimes
follow.
been recorded, both the word hoe and also my own being nosy.
Reader, as you were recording the crimes in the book, Biter walks down, and he seems like a little more composed. But then you saw him, he seemed to be looking for you, and he seems a bit more composed than the last few times that you've seen him. And he just says, Reader, if you would speak to me later on the top of the deck, I would like to talk to you about our family issues.
Brother, we were just talking about family. You are part of new family. Meet old family. I'm
He
sure we're
tried
all...
to kill us
Right.
twice.
No, he didn't.
I'm
Why
so
do you-
happy to be part of this
why-
family. Hello,
Why
other
do we
murderer.
all keep having people join our crew that have tried to deceive and or kill us. Why am I the voice of reason?
Well, the definition of insanity is just doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
That's true. That's very well said.
that's true. Thank you, Chuck.
Very well true. My, what a smart kobold we brought into our crew.
It's true. I am so useful.
You know, Saturn, I've been thinking about that. We, if I may, are all a group of criminals, if you will. It seems like some of us have committed arson, stolen numerous things.
Who committed arson? That's awful.
It's terrible. I would not say, because that is a crime itself to accuse one another without evidence.
You
But-
stole a rug.
Someone stole a rug. I'm guilty of not solving my father's murder. We're all criminals. But that's what makes us family, and we should find more criminals and save them.
Biter kind of moves closer to you and says, I might have some information on our father's murder if you would like to talk about it.
Yes, of course. Please lead the way. Is the rest of my family allowed to come?
If they wish.
You guys,
feel
would you
like
guys
we
like to
could come
solve a
with it.
murder?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Mostly to avoid, a new murder, which would be yours, probably. So.
What? Why are you threatening me?
I mean, and it's not a threat. I'm just saying that you have a habit of doing ridiculously stupid things when your brother's involved, like going onto a ship with a bomb on it.
I think Reader turns and puts his hand on your shoulder as he goes, I would do the same dumb things for you.
That's actually very
Me too.
sweet.
Yes, Chuck. Yes.
Wow, that's great.
There you go. Maybe take a look at that potato later. Why don't you?
Okay.
I will take the potato from Reader and like put it in my pocket or something. For
Does
later.
Saturn see Nejma's hand when she reaches for
No,
the potato?
he doesn't.
Do I roll?
You
for
can,
this?
yeah, you can do it. I mean, you have to do a sleight of hand, Nejma, and then Saturn, you do a perception.
Okay.
So just like, yeah, like a dex. I don't think you have sleight of hand.
I got an 11.
You said sleight of hand?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're trying to take it without anyone seeing you.
16.
Yeah, you don't see her, Saturn.
I just pull like a fucking quarter out from under his ear, like, blah.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see her. Okay, so as you make your way to the top deck, everyone is still just kind of setting the ship up as it's sailing. You seem to have a good lead away from the Mercy Killers, so everyone's not as concerned. But Biter goes over to Lily, the gnome, and says, thank you again for removing my ailment. And she's like, oh, no problem! And,
Ailment? What ailment?
he says, oh, the Mercy Killers had, I suppose, stunted my brain in a way. They had been using me to try and more or less make more Warforged for themselves by learning how to create us and resurrect our father.
What? Wait, they
wanted an army of automatons.
That is the darkest thing you could do. Each automaton is supposed to have a purpose and a use and even if they go to war, at least there's a spirit to them. These sound like just soulless slugs.
No, they would be creatures of justice that they could control.
I don't think I like that. I just in terms of my like own knowledge of Warforged, I'm probably aware of like how there's usually like some sort of like, I'm assuming, a control rod.
Yeah,
like
yeah, it would be the
something.
rune on their forehead that kind of imbues them with sentience.
Yeah, so you're like, who is commanding this army of justice? Which sounds great at first. I love the idea, but we can already tell these Mercy Killers have had skewed ideas of what justice is.
It's mostly Factile Nilesia has a skewed idea of what the Mercy Killers are and has more or less become drunk with power.
Is she the one we just left buried in a cave?
Yes, and she will be coming after us.
Good. Brother, how much do you remember of your time under their thrall?
Unfortunately, not much, because it was being projected to a scrying device in their base so that they could control me as well.
Devious.
Can I insight check to make sure I feel like this is all on the up and up and he's telling the truth?
Yeah. And you can ask Lily, too. Like, she obviously, like, she knows the ship in and out, so she knows mechanics very well, so you figure that, like, whatever, she might have noticed something, like, weird on him or something and pulled it off of him.
So I got an 11 on insight.
He seems sincere.
Lily, does this all check out?
Oh, do you call her over?
Yeah. Because they were talking to her, weren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, there was a metal spike that was just jammed in his head, and I just saw it and pulled it out. Seems like,
very technical.
they just messed him up real good, but he's okay now.
How barbaric. Brother, you seemed, if I remember right, you were tracking us through. By the way, this is your leg. I think
Oh,
you should
yeah.
have it.
All
And
right.
I pull off my leg and I hand it back.
Whoa.
Well, he has a leg. It's fine.
I think you can keep that leg, Reader.
Yeah, you
They've
can keep
been
that leg.
tracking us on one of Reader's legs.
I thought it was Biter's
Oh,
leg
yeah.
they were tracking us.
If you tell that to Lily, she'll be like, oh, don't worry, I can find their tracker there, no problem. Here, just give me the leg.
Okay, I take that leg off and hand it over, and I'm just
Okay.
hopping like I think I'm hopping like perfect balance, just like This is good. This is
Okay.
better.
Yeah, Lily will start just like going through the leg, and she finds a similar like iron-looking spike that she kind of like pulls off and says, "There it goes. Let's throw it out in the ship." And she just tosses it.
Why? She
Yeah.
does with the legs she just threw.
No, she has the leg still here. She just throws the like tracking device, like whoop, and then she gives you the leg back. It's like, I'll clean anew.
Brother, how much? I guess my question is, in terms of, you remember, why do they want to bring father back to life?
They knew that he was an expert at creating us, and they wanted to see if they could more or less just purge his knowledge and destroy him to be able to make more.
He was the very best, by far.
So if anyone could make automatons to be only interested in justice and have no soul, a perverted version of our father would be that.
That's
Not
very
his true soul, but an evil soul.
I know father would absolutely hate. Boy, he used to thrash around at night in his bed as I was reading him to sleep, going, God damn, I hope they never turn me into a zombie. And I always put him back to sleep.
Yes, well, it's unfortunate how we can't control our fates after we die and become a zombie when we don't want to.
They haven't succeeded, though, right?
It was very close until your friends more or less stepped in.
We sure did. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't recall this happening.
They still have his body, though.
What? I don't think.
Reader's head just rotates 360
Ah,
to you guys.
hate it when you do that.
Go
so
on.
Gross.
Yeah, you guys were sucked away by the fight milk.
Yeah.
I don't remember having his body. Do you remember that, Najma?
I don't remember that. It's so weird.
Everyone's just like acting like nothing's happened. Like, oh gosh, that's weird.
I mean, did we take
Reader-
the body with us?
No,
Okay.
no, you were portaled out.
Okay.
Where did you see? Where was father's body?
Have we? Did we never tell you about this? It's just that. I mean, it wasn't like a big deal. It's just like I thought like maybe we already told you, but you don't.
Chuck like looks over and is like, "Wow, you guys really suck."
Chuck, please. Not now.
No,
Saturn
Pull your
just
man,
like
please.
no, Chuck. Lecture them, Chuck. Right into them.
Saturn's just like, this is tea.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just feel like I need to say that my only purpose in life is to solve my father's murder. I'm pretty sure I've told you this, and I don't know.
It's on
maybe-
your character sheet.
It's on my character sheet. It says, maybe just getting a chance to examine the body again, or if he's being animated and not dead, that might be crucial towards solving his murder.
It's not that we didn't want to tell you. Like, let me be straight with you, my dude. It's not that I didn't want to tell you. It's just, it was pretty horrific. You seem in a sensitive spot right now. I thought maybe it wouldn't be a good idea that you would get sad, and it sucks to be sad. So you're
It
welcome
does.
for
You would never
preserving your
want to be sad.
feelings.
Mm-mm.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and Biter kind of looks back at you and says, It's possible that they've used all of the knowledge that I found and already resurrected him by their own means.
That would be terrible. And by the way, if I may just point of order, if for any reason on the rest of our adventures, anything about my father, either him as a mummy or a ghost or a Dracula comes up, just let me know. I think after this first one, everyone gets one. Everyone gets one.
Yeah,
But-
I think you're totally. Like, how are we supposed to know that you?
How
wanted
are you
to
supposed
know
to know?
any news about your dad?
I totally
But now
agree
we
with
do, and I appreciate that communication, and that's what makes friendships work. You know, that open communication.
it. I agree. Thank you, Will. This has been very helpful for me.
I mean, just so we know, just so you know, we were trying to like take your feelings into consideration. So like, it's not really our fault, actually. So
You're right. You know, in fact, it's probably my fault for not telling you.
exactly, it really is. I wish
I
you would
mean,
have said something, reader.
Don't blame yourself too much. It is your
Yeah,
fault, but
It
don't
is
like
your fault.
don't punish yourself for it. We still
Yeah.
love you.
You're right. I won't do any lashings tonight. I totally agree.
Did you just gaslight reader?
My character is the biggest
Every
vampire, and
episode
I
has
hate
been
it, and I'm
Reader
so
Dude.
triggered by it. I don't know.
I know. I'm like, I actually
Uh,
kind of hate playing this.
Biter also he kind of like realizes something for a minute, and he's like, did you get a chance to look in the hold of the ship?
No, why?
If they had succeeded in making their army, it would have been filled with soulless warforged.
In this ship. In their ship. I
In
believe.
their ship.
I forgot. Did we blow it up? I forgot.
No, they
didn't blow it up, no.
I said it to blow up, but they overwrote my command.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Did I don't remember when I was exploring when I was invisible. Did I stumble across a room full of
No, you were only you went into the control room.
yeah.
No, but in a weird way, Biter, I feel like if there are indeed an army of automatons, we kind of owe it to them as stepbrothers to save them, don't you think?
Well, there was when I was exploring the control room, there was like a ton of like Warforged parts being used to sort of construct the entire room, I think, right?
It was
There were,
barbaric.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre but for robots.
Yeah, so I mean, where there are robot parts, there are probably robots. So
Good deduction, Saturn. Good deduction.
thank you.
You're the detective.
I am
You
the
must-
detective and the master of arms.
He
Yes,
sort of like,
Master of Arms. Mhm.
he says, I know your plan isn't to go back there, but they may not follow us. We could go back to the city and get more reinforcements to stop them, but they will be taking this army to a newly discovered prime material world where that portal takes them.
Aren't there people waiting for us in the city for us to bring back some treasure?
Yes.
And they're gonna kill us if we
Mhm.
show up without the treasure.
By the way, Will, we didn't get the treasure.
I'm sorry.
was-
Was
that
I
was-
like asleep when that happened?
I believe you said, "Screw the treasure, let's beat cheeks," and we ran out the cave. We had a
That,
very
like,
did
strong
say
It doesn't
that.
sound like something I would say.
I
it was a-
thought the same thing. I thought maybe like you were sick or had like some sort of like cold or something.
Maybe
Like, we
I
all
had a
have-
virus. Will you feel
Yeah.
my forehead?
Yes, I will feel her forehead. Be like,
Guys,
holy shit, my hand!
I-
Oh yeah, you're like
Yes, I
horrible
got it.
deformed
Like,
hand.
ow,
goes-
your hand is so hot.
It's like a little like crusty claw.
I'm like, what the heck, Najma?
Ezra, ew, what is up with your hand?
Yeah, this is a really gross hand. Have you been touching me with this? Says Chuck.
Chuck bit me.
I didn't bite
I'm zone of truthing Nashva.
you.
How do I do that?
Chuck bit me.
You have to, like,
I haven't done
wait.
it since episode 1, so I don't.
I have to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Don't
Yeah.
we all have to if we're in
Yeah,
this?
if you're
Yes,
in the
we
zone.
all have to.
If you're in the zone, I'll make one for Chuck.
All right, wisdom saving throw.
And what do? I forget. I can look it up.
It's your DC. It's your DC saving throw. So whatever
Oh.
your
Yeah, who are you throwing this over, by the way, Saturn?
all of us. It's a spatial spell.
Okay.
So I rolled a 2,
I rolled a 3.
and that would make it a 5.
Yeah, you guys aren't gonna make it.
In
Chuck,
life,
Chuck failed, so Chuck has to tell the truth.
So it's my charisma, right?
Yeah, so it's the little thing up in the right hand. So yours should be, I believe, 14 or 15.
It says DC 14.
Yeah, 14. So if you don't make a 14 on your roll, then you can't. Then you don't save.
Okay.
So you have to tell the truth. Which, like, there are creative ways around it. Like, for example, in our show, if you want to take the blame for someone and the zone of truth is working, you just point at yourself.
Apparently, it doesn't apply to nonverbal communication.
It's only verbal. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So do I roll for anything or no?
No, you don't. It's 14.
And
So you can't
can also-
charade your way out of the zone of truth.
No.
You can also cast some sort of spectral projection of yourself.
Yeah, I feel like if I were going to give any out-of-game commentary on Zone of Truth, that's something I would change. As a communication science enthusiast, I would say if it's only verbal, it doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have been Zone of Truth, and I hope you're happy, Saturn.
And you don't have to answer. You can just not talk. Like, you're not compelled to talk.
Nejma always compelled to talk. She loves to have her own voice.
So who has to spill some beans?
I have to say anything you ask me.
Yeah, we have to tell the truth if you ask us a question.
And I can individually ask each of you a question.
You can.
For how
Okay.
long? Like a minute or an hour? How long does this last?
Okay, first of all,
Oh no.
Nejma, what's up with your hand?
I burned it.
Doing what?
Trying to make the ship go faster so that we didn't
How?
get murdered.
Specify.
I put my hand.
Go, you gotta say.
I put my hand on a thingy, and then it got really hot because the demon that I'm possessed by got mad at me. I think, if I'm remembering that.
The demon.
Demon.
Possessed by.
When did this happen?
Okay, so.
Oh, I forgot they didn't know about this.
Remember when we bought that giant brain, and then we took the fight milk, and then we were in the fire plane, and then I was on fire, and that shit was cool as hell. And then, like, we couldn't get out. I heard this voice inside me, and it was like, "Hey, I'll let you out if you do whatever I say." And I was like, "Yes, I would like to leave and go home." And turns out it's some sort of crazy fire thing, and I think it killed a bunch of kids, but I'm not entirely sure about that. I haven't asked it.
What
Sometimes.
kids? What kids?
Oh yeah, those bakery kids. Scraps' friends.
Little. Our little friends?
Yeah, that. I mean, okay, wasn't my fault. I think maybe I haven't done enough soul searching, but definitely I have some sort of demon problem that gives me really cool powers.
Nejma,
How
this is very
cool are
serious.
the powers?
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, Chuck's like, that sounds really great. It sure is easier to kill a bunch of kids with fire.
No, Chuck, that is very bad.
Why
is
are we
right,
still trusting Chuck?
Chuck,
After he says things like, what did Chuck roll? What did Chuck roll?
I told you Chuck failed.
Oh, I can ask him a question.
Yeah.
Chuck, name all the crimes you've done. Who are you, Chuck?
just whip out my book, just ready to go.
Chuck just like
Expose
starts
yourself.
Chuck just starts on like a tirade of like going down a whole list of probably like 250 people that he's killed over the past like 10 years of his kobold life, ever since he
Now
was a
you
baby
all believe
kobold.
me?
Chuck!
And he's just like, well, I did work for a red dragon for a while, which was fine. You know, I didn't really like it. I've turned over a new leaf. I self-help books. I'm doing
Are
better.
you planning to kill us all, Chuck?
No, I'm not.
Zone
He's
of
telling
truth.
the truth.
Chuck, I think what you've done is very serious in the past. You should go stand in the corner for 10 minutes for forgiveness.
All
No,
right.
he's not leaving the zone of truth. He's staying right here.
And he
In the
just
corner of the zone of truth.
he goes to the like edge of the zone of truth and just like stands there with his
Your
hands
head in
like
the corner.
his little kobold claws just over his face like this.
I want you to say the name of every child you've murdered and just think about it.
All right. And he just starts naming off names.
Okay, but seriously, Nejma, like what kind of power?
So I can't really explain. It's like crazy purple magic, and this wasn't in the book that I had. That was stolen. So when I was learning magic during the circus times, I had like some books and like some papers and stuff, but I didn't learn any of this. This is mostly like showy magic that apparently can actually really hurt people and sometimes burn some stuff down, because very handsome people at the mall tell you that you could just burn your tent down so you don't have to have your job anymore. But anyway, it's crazy magic.
So like how is it different than what you've always been able to do?
It's definitely more powerful, I think. I'm probably not supposed to do it if I'm honest. I feel like this is like one of those things I need a license for.
Being honest is really important.
Your
Says,
eyes
like,
glow,
5 more
too.
names.
Don't forget that.
My eyeballs do glow. That's pretty cool.
But is there any danger to us?
I don't know.
Nejma, you can roll an insight check to see
Ooh.
if your patron might be dangerous.
I wonder. Let's see. Is my patron dangerous? Insight. Okay. 18.
You get the feeling that it might be pretty dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely
my
trying to
patron's
manipulate
dangerous. I'm probably being like gaslit, but you know, it's whatever. Sometimes you gotta. It just be like that sometimes. It's just be like that.
Nejma, do you know the demon's name?
It occurs to you you never asked.
Oh yeah, I never really asked. It never came up in conversation.
You signed a deal with the demon and don't even know its name?
You just call it like, yo, demon, bro?
Yeah, like when I need help, I'm like, hey there, demons, it's me, your girl. And sometimes it helps me, sometimes it doesn't. Like when we had that dragon, they wouldn't help me. When we turned into fun animals, didn't want to help me either. Yeah. But like when I wanted to make the ship go faster, it helped me. So it can't be all that bad.
It burned your hands.
Yeah, I just think that's because it's really hot. I don't think that's the demon itself.
Nejma, could we talk to the demon right now?
I can
Sure you want to talk to a demon?
I feel like we should renegotiate the contract.
Okay, can I try and like tap into my patron and be like, hey demons, it's me, yo girl.
Yeah, you get nothing.
I know exactly what image you're referencing every time you say that.
Fucking ghost hunters.
Oh my god.
Um,
Ghost hunters. No, you get nothing.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything. I don't know what to do. Like, I haven't been able to like just make them appear at will. They just kind of like show up, which you know, relatable.
It's a little troubling.
Will walks up to Nejma and like gives her this meaningful look and then like embraces her and she's like, even if you're possessed by a demon, we're still like this. And then she like shows her that like this.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you for accepting me for who I am, unlike some
do.
people in this.
I do. And especially if you have really if you have really cool powers, especially, like we're super tight.
Oh yeah, no, that's just lit. Like it's fire. It's
Cool.
okay.
Did
That's
you
all.
steal anything from her when you did that?
Girl.
No, this time I didn't.
Oh.
Because actually what's happening is Will is afraid of Nejma and trying to protect her bets.
Okay, that's twice.
Little insight there.
Interesting,
Then she
okay.
finishes hugging her and like, you know, chuffs her shoulders. She's like, yeah. And then she goes over to read her and she's like, that girl's possessed by a demon. Do you understand what that means?
I am keeping a constant eye on her.
That is some messed up shit, man.
Very much. I have already started to prime my internal go-go gadget fire hydrant whenever need be.
Can I count on you to like protect me if things go crazy?
Absolutely, Captain. Absolutely.
Can I do like an insight check on myself to see if there's like a way I can tap into my patron?
You can do an Arcana check for that.
Arcana check? Okay. Arcana check. 17.
So you think that every time you actually use your powers, like when you actually manifest them, that is connecting and communicating with your patron.
Okay.
So blowing things up, setting things on fire, you think that's a direct connection. During those times, you can communicate with them directly. If you're not doing things like that, then you would have to start blowing things up and setting things on fire to communicate with them.
I would like to take the potato out of my pocket. I'll take the potato out of my pocket and be like, let me try something. And then I'll cast
French fries.
Ooh, yeah. I will cast Burning Hands on the.
That's an area of effect.
Oh fuck no! Then I won't do that. Can I? Let's see. Let's see if I have anything that's not. I will go ahead and like I'll take the potato. I'm like, let me try something for a second, and then I'll make a motion for people to get out of the way.
Okay.
And I think no, that one's too much. It's too much. Well, it says Burning Hands I can cast on myself.
Yeah.
So I'll just do it in my hand, but like I'll do the 15-foot cone if everybody's out of the 15-foot cone.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So before you do that, Biter is just going to excuse himself to go back on deck and start helping the crew. And he wants to learn more mechanical things from Lily. So he's going to say, we can speak more later.
Okay.
Before you
I'll
do
be
that.
There, brother. I really want to talk and catch up with you, but right now we are contacting a demon. I'll be there in a second.
Like a seance.
Yeah.
But like with this.
Okay, so you hold this potato up in your hand and cast Burning Hands on the potato. On your charred, sad hand. You notice that the potato starts to flame, like almost grow in size and turn into a burning ball of fire in your hand. And as you're holding it, you can hear the voice of your patron going, "You shouldn't have told them, Nejma." And then the fireball lands in the middle of the room and detonates.
Oh, god damn it.
And you all take, unless you save, you need to roll a save. What's your DC save?
All of us?
No, Nejma. What does everyone have to save from?
13.
You're saving. Okay, so everyone has to roll above a 13 or you take half damage.
Dex? Is it Dex?
Yeah.
Yeah, dexterity saving throw, 13. I rolled an 18.
18!
All right, so you're good. So you all take half. So you all take...
I did not save.
Okay.
Oh,
So everyone except for Will takes, and including Chuck, takes 12 points of damage. Will,
Jesus!
you take... What is double? It's 24.
Will looks very bad.
Yeah.
Captain!
And the ship kind of lurches to one side and starts to slow down. And this whole area is now on fire. Including the privy, which smells real bad.
Will is like all charged. She's like, Reader, I thought I could count on you.
Captain, no, I failed you, no! And I just start trying to... You can tell me this, Holly, can I start like just shooting liquids over the boat to put out fires?
Yes.
I know I don't have fire detergent. Not
Yes.
detergent.
I don't, you can just
As it, like the explosion ends and like things are just on fire, I like to imagine like Chuck's tail has like one little flame on it.
Chuck's dead.
Like, oh
No!
Chuck is dead.
No, he's not.
He's a charred corpse on the ground.
No! I refuse!
Oh no! I'm so sorry. My demon is really mad about this. I just want everybody to know.
That's what have you done?
I didn't do it. It was the potato.
If she did that to Chuck, what's she gonna do to us?
Saturn is both just like, kind of like, am I happy Chuck is dead?
No.
I'm so fucking scared of Nejma. Like,
Reader is trying so hard to do CPR or whatever on Chuck. He is not letting this little kobold go.
I don't think Cure Wounds is not going to work on Chuck,
No,
right?
he's dead.
Spare the dying.
He's dead. But, you could take his little body and crumple it up into a sack and resurrect him later if you wanted.
I do.
Crumpling is not necessary.
Just like...
Just holding him.
I don't like that word. For a body. Crumple.
To be fair, I'm also hurting pretty bad. I did this to myself. Congratulations, I played myself. Did not know. As I'm like charred and like hurt, I'm like,
Nejma, why did you do this?
to be fair.
Also, Nejma, You do know. You don't even have fireball. You don't even know where that spell came from.
Oh. Huh. I went to cast something completely different. Something happened. We've all made mistakes. What's important here is that we should clean Chuck up off of the floor. Let's just go ahead and put him in a bag. And I didn't know that was going to happen. I swear this has never happened to me before. It'll be different next time.
You need to go in the other corner.
Okay.
You need to go in the other corner.
I don't even fight it. I just go into the corner with like, I've picked up like some of Chuck's like body. I'm sure some of it has broken off. I'm just like, let's think about what I've done here.
So
Lily comes
horrifying.
down. You hear go. The ship has sustained some damage. Do you know what happened?
We lost a brave crew member.
Nezra
killed the
destroyed
kobold.
the floor.
Oh, well, we've been thrown off our axis, so we're gonna have to do some repairs before we can get going again. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems, or hopefully we're
won't.
not being chased. So,
We are not anymore, probably.
all right, well, we're gonna try and fix that up. And she starts to just like pat out the wall. She's like, I just need a little clean.
I'm so devastated. Like,
I
I'm
know,
like-
I'm so sad.
There's a little kobold outline on the ground where you picked up his
No.
body.
It's like there's a term for it, like a shadow that's cast from like atomic bombs.
yeah, like a goddamn
yeah.
Hiroshima.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to think it's all. What's the one? Was it Pompeii where like the people just like were
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Pompeii.
turned that pretty? Yeah, just like
Yeah, from the ash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He just looks like one of those like. Have you ever seen like those dried gator hands?
I have.
Yeah, he just
It's
looks
a
like that,
monkey's
but all
bone.
over. He looks like that, all just like dried. He's like crispy, just like.
Oh.
That's too.
Chuck deserved.
He did. In my defense, this is not entirely my fault. It was my dark passenger was mad. To be fair to myself, my dark passenger has never told me what makes them mad. And shit, I forgot to ask them what their name was.
That's
But,
been
you know-
around us this entire time.
Yeah, well,
I think Reader's stepping back a little bit away from Nejma, just like trying to, not to be rude, but just he's trying to do it in a polite way. You don't notice it. But
I
I'm
get
definitely-
it. I can feel you moving away. I get it. You're made of wood. I get it.
Will is hiding behind Reader too.
Fair.
Just like a little sprinkler system, just kind of spraying out.
Like just. Pss, pss, pss. Like
like
you might
to
have misters
imagine
like
that-
that come out of your head, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like one little like sprinkler. Really fudged this one up, huh?
Yeah, you killed someone.
My dark,
Technically a murderer, but that's fine.
I mean, who amongst us has not killed somebody?
It's fair.
I would
Exactly.
never.
Now, I guess we've all murdered. Chuck, you
all allowed this to happen. You should have known that I shouldn't have cast a spell outside of a bathroom. Anyway,
Reader, how do you exorcise a demon?
Do I know? Can
hey,
I do it?
speaking of demons, Saturn
If
has
you
one
do
too.
do an Arcana
Oh yeah,
check.
I have a book of demons. I bought that book of demons.
You do have a book of demons.
But like also you have the one that you told me about. Remember? That
Wait.
one.
Is this true?
I don't have a demon. I have some kind of like creature, I think.
It's a curse.
What? You both have this like dangerous alter ego and you just didn't think it prudent to tell your
I don't have an
party?
alter ego. I just have a curse, and I don't really know what it is.
Has it come up in our adventures together?
No, but nobody's asked why my eyes are red.
I
didn't
just thought
think
that
it
was
was
very
polite.
handsome. Yeah.
I assumed it was a regional trait.
Oh well, thanks. But yeah, they used to be brown. Now
You can
they're
just
red.
ask people why their eyes are red, Saturn.
Oh
Rude.
well, okay.
Well,
yeah,
okay, Saturn, why are your eyes red?
because I'm cursed.
Who cursed you?
A horrible lady who I honestly don't really know what she is. I'm trying to figure it out. But Yeah, she killed my mother and has my father in a trance and has killed me or cursed me. And now I'm on the run.
Okay, but how does the curse take effect? What does it do?
I have no idea. I have literally no idea.
So it's possible.
There was a flash of light as I was fleeing our home, and the next thing I knew, the next morning I woke up and my eyes were red.
So it's possible, since, if I may, your curse has affected us. We just don't know it. We've not been very fortunate on our journeys.
Or it hasn't. There's also it hasn't.
Very true. Very true.
I have no idea what
Maybe
it is.
May I suggest we just, since we're in the zone of truth for at least a few more minutes, let's all just go around and say any other illegal entities that are inside our bodies. Captain Will, I'm sure you don't because you are wonderful, but is there
I do not have any other creature besides myself inside my body currently.
Good to hear. I do have to confess, I don't have a demon, but I did at one point download some musical ditties into my autoplayer that I didn't pay for. And
Wow, did you write that juice down?
while that's not a demon, I will say I feel its weight upon my soul every day. I feel so good getting that out.
Will puts her hand on his shoulder and she's like, there. It is best to confess.
Thank you.
I'm glad you feel lighter.
Thank you.
Can I hear that music?
Yeah, I open up my little like auto-tune piano player, and it's like that Hello My Baby.
Despacito.
It's Despacito.
And Darude Sandstorm.
I thought it was Hello My Baby, Hello My Darling, but I also like.
I think this is Darude's the Sandstorm.
Darude Sandstorm.
Well, it's the Westworld type cover of
Right.
Darude
Okay.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, it sounds like someone worked really hard on it, and that pirating it, would really hurt their business.
I would say
you
my
feel bad.
my second goal in life is now.
Piracy is not a victimless crime.
You wouldn't download a car or a Spelljammer ship.
God, could you imagine that? Oh God, I get shivers.
Lily comes back down and she's like, "Oh, this is a great song." And she's just like cleaning the walls now and like nailing things back in.
Nejma's like, that's probably why the Mercy Killers are following us.
Because the reader's pirating.
Yes.
God, what if it is? I'm so sorry, everyone. Wait, no, my brother did say they're building a robot army to invade other realms. By the way, we should probably do something about that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think so. It seems like the ship might have actually been following us because it looks like we can see them now. She's just like cleaning.
Oh, excuse me?
Yeah,
We got so distracted by Reader's stolen music that, I don't...
At this point, with people fireballing themselves on the ship, I just assume we're all gonna die. So I'm just trying to clean it the best we can. But do what we can do.
I run to the top of the ship to look out. Do I see a ship?
Yeah, but it's very far away. But you see just the glint of the tip of that Mercy Killer ship coming towards you.
You see just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip coming towards you.
And that's it. That's where we're gonna stop.
That's where we'll stop with the Mercy Killers.
I know. I'm sorry.
I am legit devastated.
I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
He's murdered like hundreds of people.
Capital punishment doesn't work.
He said in the Zone of Truth that he's turned over.
He has. But this is the question of justice.
Now charred.
Does he still deserve to be punished? Who knows?
Join us for D&D philosophy.
All these deep moments on Trapped to the Birdcage.
God, that was an emotional hour episode.
Yeah,
Holy
I had to cram a whole 2 hours into 1 hour, so we did it.
Good Lord. Okay.
All right, guys.
Also, I don't have a leg anymore. I don't have a leg.
You have a leg. It's back. Lily gave it back to you.
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll see.
It's an amazing episode, by the way.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
well done, Holly, as
Yeah.
always.
Thank you. Let's go around and say what everyone's up to. Let's start with Hadil.
Hi, it's me, Hadil. I'm knitting this shawl. See, isn't that
Yay,
nice?
that's lovely.
Aw.
Good for my arthritis, mostly because I've been taking a break from the internet because it drives me crazy. I have been sick and I have a broken toe. And what else do I do? I do this show, and then I do fun all ages D&D content with our friend Kayla at Bramblefoot Adventures. And I am knitting this shawl. The end. It's Jimmy's turn.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Wetzel. Go to my Twitter and I have links to everything. I'm like on a mental health reprieve. I'm kind of just doing this show and that's it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I still tweet, but I don't really like, I'm not really posting much at the moment or streaming really, but you should totally subscribe to get my emotes anyway, because I mean, I would appreciate the support. You can get that wee woo emote. I got like 19 great emotes. Anyway, but yeah, just check out my stuff, I guess. And I'll be back eventually, I'm sure. I just gotta fix my head. Chad, you go now.
Thanks, Jimmy. Hi, guys. I'm Chad. I play Reader on this show. I also write for cartoons. You can watch Troll Hunters on Netflix, Unikitty on Cartoon Network. And I'm working on new shows and stuff that'll come out in years from now. I also do a podcast called Goosebuds, where me and my friends read Goosebump books and make fun of them. We just released episode 51. You can find it on Goosebuds, on iTunes and Stitcher and all that stuff. And it's a real good time. Anna.
You can watch me tomorrow on Twitch Weekly at 1 p.m. I'll be hosting, and that's on twitch.tv/Twitch. It's about stuff that's on Twitch, which is fun. Also, you can check out Holly and I playing more Dungeons & Dragons on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. on Dice Camera Action. And if you want to meet us in person and you happen to be going to PAX Unplugged, then we will see you there, because we're going to have a Dice Camera Action panel, signing, live game, and like booth area. So I hope we'll see you there, and if not, we'll see you on stream, because our panel will be streamed on PAX. Also, I got a flu shot and I feel like I need to go to bed immediately, but you should get a flu shot as well for the good of your community and society.
All right. Yeah, then same thing. I will be doing Dice Camera Action at PAX Unplugged, and on Tuesdays. This show will be gone for 2 weeks because next week is Thanksgiving here in the States. And then the week after that, we will be at PAX Unplugged. So our final 2 episodes will be in December. So come back and watch those because they're going to be fun.
Do we get a Christmas special? Yes.
Yeah, I'd say that
Hell
next
yeah.
episode can be the Christmas special.
We should put Chuck's dead body on the top of our tree.
No.
Oh my God.
I feel like maybe the Christmas special could be just like out of time. Like maybe it's just you guys in your house, like before.
Yes.
Oh,
Please.
Christmas.
It's like a Doctor Who episode where it doesn't really fit with the
Yeah,
concept.
exactly.
Yes.
It can be like the Christmas special. I think we should do that. I think that'd be
Christmas
really fun.
one
I
shot.
love Christmas specials.
Me too. They're the best.
All right. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Rest in
now
peace,
for the
Chuck.
show you're here to see, Critical Role.
Yeah. Yes. And now for the show you're here to see.
Someone says
ours.
a Chuck Brown Christmas.
Chuck can be there too.
Peppermint Patty calls Charlie Brown Chuck. So
Oh my God. I actually have a Christmas I have a Christmas adventure that I wrote and played. So I actually have one
Did
that
I
I've
play
written.
that one?
You
with
did. You did play
Yeah,
that
it was
one.
great.
Yeah. I could do a version of that, so we'll see. All right.
Yes.
Well, have a lovely time, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves. Drink some
Rest in
water.
peace.
Okay, bye.